U-564 is currently in pursuit of a small convoy just around 80 kilometers away from us. We are maneuvering into a suitable position for a torpedo attack. By the time we make contact, it should be just around midnight. Perfect time for an engagement. This will most likely be the last engagement of the patrol before returning to our home port of Kiel. The torpedo situation is rather low, as is fuel and food. Hopefully, we make good use of our final torpedoes. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to another exciting U-boat video. Today we're aboard U-564 and we're currently in hot pursuit of another enemy convoy. Let's go ahead and hop to the map. So this unknown group right here, they actually shot off a radio message saying they saw a massive column of smoke after we destroyed this convoy here and we are leaving the wreckage behind. So we are pretty much picking up right where we left off. Currently, the torpedo situation is not fantastic, but we do have quite a bit of deck gun ammo if we need to go down to that. We have two T1 torpedoes in tubes 1 and 2, and then in tube 4 we have a T2 torpedo. In the stern torpedo room, we have one torpedo, and I believe it's a T2? Yeah, T2 in tube number 5. So that's the current torpedo situation. Fuel's at 59%, and we have plenty of food at this point. I made sure to stock up on that when we made a little pit stop in Bergen. So the current plan is to engage this convoy, and then I'm thinking we're going to do something kind of interesting, and we're going to run through the channel. Try to get through the channel and make it back home to Kiel. Now at this point in the war, U-boats were forbidden to go into the English Channel because it was a death trap more or less. But you know what? It's a game, so we're gonna go ahead and try it. Should be interesting. Because this will be the last episode aboard U-564, as there has been another update for U-boat, and with this new update, the TDC mod actually works. That mod was updated as well, so in my opinion, that really is a must-have for this game. And that's really all I have to discuss at the moment, nothing else of real importance. Of course, I will keep you all updated as we close in on this unknown group. We have no idea if there are any escorts here. So far, we have not seen any escorted convoys during this patrol, so that has been interesting. But anyway, we're going to track them and try to hunt them down. I'll keep you folks updated. Okay, here we are. You're getting close to this unknown group. Visibility is awful, as you can see. Like, we can barely see in front of us because of this really thick fog layer. And it looks like it's just around 1 kilometer out here. Yeah, just around 1 kilometer. So that is going to be interesting, especially for our torpedo attacks. However, I was thinking maybe we can try to do a surface attack with our torpedoes. Since it's so foggy, we may be able to do something like that. However, all 3 torpedoes are warmed up and ready to go. We're currently pumping out some water as well. And I guess I should mention, this is an inaccurate contact that can be anywhere within an 8-kilometer radius. So we're currently making 16 knots on the surface, burning a crap load of fuel. I had 2 sailors assigned to Gaza here. I'll assign another one. Everybody's working overtime, and Wolfram here won't go to sleep, but that's okay. Let's try to assign additional sailors to our watch officer. It looks like we can see a little further out, and that is not where I expected it to be at all. Okay, so we have 1 freighter there. Let's get our radio operator on. Let's try to find this vessel. Log, I can't see anything. Yeah, it's just fog to me, so I cannot identify this target. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go ahead and send that report in. And we'll run alongside her here to try to get in front of the target. Increase speed to flank. Squeeze out a couple more knots, making 19 knots. Pretty good speed there. Actually, let's adjust this ever so slightly. And we'll run right alongside. Just keep her at the edge of visual range here, because we don't want her to spot us. Okay, a second freighter has been sighted. Looks like it's a Liberty cargo. And another Liberty cargo. That's going to make the surface attack a little more complicated. Because Liberty cargoes tend to have quite a few guns. Looks like there's another ship back there. But these platforms are empty. Okay, it looks like there's probably some 20mm cannons here. Interesting. Well, we'll see. I would like to do a surface attack, but the conditions might not allow us. I'm not sure how feasible that is in this game. Okay, well, we'll continue to run alongside them. We're pretty much paralleling their course. We just want to get in front. And what the... Okay, let's change course, slow down. See what we got. I can't... I want to say I can see something, but... I don't know. It's just a thick fog layer for me here, folks. I can lock onto it, but... it looks like this view is much clearer. Okay, go to periscope depth. With all those guns, I'd really rather not get caught on the surface. Okay, the boat is still slowly going under. I can't see the enemy Liberty cargo ships out here just yet, but we'll see. Okay, Becker is on the observation scope. Let's lower that. I don't need you there, my friend. But where do I need you? Well, I know where I need Mueller. Go ahead and get on the hydrophone. We'll get him on the helmsman station. Okay. That should be sufficient. We can get those folks off of the electric motors. I don't really need them there. All right, let's see. And Wolfgang. You're on the wrong periscope. Go to the attack periscope, please. And we'll assign an additional sailor. Discipline starting to lower. Too much work on all that stuff. Assign these guys. Okay, we have 3 freighters here. They're going to be awfully close. This one's farther than the rest. I'm honestly not thinking this one will even be in visual range. Okay, get on the periscope, upscope. More propeller noises. Oh wow, lots of vessels in this area. Not too surprising. Okay, I'll swing our scope around and find this Liberty cargo ship. Lock on target. See, I can't see anything. All right, start moving with a little bit of a purpose. Okay, slow down. Oh man, this is going to be way too close, really. We're going to have to get all of this information really fast. Can we see her now? We're picking guns off of her, but we can't actually make visual contact. Now, unfortunate. I could do this. I could do this all based off of this information. The problem is speed. I mean, we can guess. How fast do we think this ship's going? Okay, let's try to do this. Angle on bow, 80 degrees starboard. Range is probably, we'll go with just bare minimum, 300 meters. And speed, let's go with 7 knots. Let's go with 8 knots. Okay. Lock on target. Which one's this? This is the closest one here. So speed 8 knots. I'm just curious if I can actually hit this by really just guessing. Speed. The big problem is speed, quite frankly. 300 meters. That's the minimum arming distance for our torpedo, so that's why I'm choosing 300 meters. Let's see. She's actually closer to 500 meters away. 540. Keep going straight, please. So that's actually not half bad. Okay, 500 meters set. All right, tube 1 is a G7A torpedo, speed 44 knots, depth 1.5 meters. We'll see. This is going to be interesting for sure. Let's reacquire her. And we know it's a Liberty cargo ship from previously. All right, there we go. Tube 1. All right, this is going to be interesting. The big thing, like I said, is speed. A lot of merchant ships hover around the 5 to 10 knot mark. So, okay, torpedo's running towards her. Okay, I think we got her. Bam, torpedo impact. Shocking. And that is some serious damage. She is not looking good. Another Canadian vessel here. Has a big fire on the deck. Okay, let's start moving forward. Let's see what else we can do. Yeah, that looks rough. I think she may actually go down because of all this damage. Wow, look at that. That is actually really cinematic. Lock on to this target. We can barely see her, but we have her targeted here. So adjust course ever so slightly and make sure we're moving forward. Range is probably around 800 meters, and I'm getting that weird graphical bug once again. It's probably another Liberty ship. And we will save the next one for... we'll deck on the next merchant ship. That's what I'm trying to say. Angle on bow, it looks like it was around 70 degrees to starboard, something like that. We'll keep our 8 knots as well. Let's unlock and lock again. There we go. And we established it was a Liberty ship. There we go. Apparently it's Canadian, so good thing we have that info. All right, tube 2 is another G7A, speed 44 knots. We're going to keep our 8 knot speed, and for some reason... There we go, 800 meters, looking good. Did this not, our angle on bow did not take set. Okay, that's, anyway. All right, tube 2, los. Okay, we'll see how this looks. Torpedo is running. I kind of wish you could see the icon. It's very hard to make out, and I'm sure YouTube's compression is going to make it even harder. That looks pretty good. I do wish you could actually, like, this was actually representative of what you could really see through the periscope, but anyway. And here we go. Let's see. Oh, got a little too far. There we go. Another torpedo impact right in the bow, and that looks pretty critical. Once this one goes down, we'll go ahead and surface the boat and try to deck on the last merchant ship. This has been rather interesting, however. And it's really cool seeing these fire effects in the fog like this. Like, that is really neat. This game does look very good. Okay. And, yeah, it's a hit. Serious damage. We'll see if that's enough to actually sink her. It looks like this last freighter is hauling ass out of Dodge. Can't say I blame them. Okay, that is number 2 sunk. Let's go ahead and surface the boat and pursue this last transport ship and try to deck gunner. All right, surface, let's start moving. We are going full speed and plot a course to intercept here. Perfect. Very good. All right, the boat is coming up. We are still decoding this message from the Rochester Castle. Let's start pumping out all of this water. Let's see, discipline is fine. Nothing really to worry about. We can begin recharging our compressed air with the diesel compressor. And let's actually, I am curious to see how much deck gun ammunition we have. Deck gun, we have 38 rounds of armor piercing ammo. That should be more than enough for one of these merchant ships. And let's start booking it, making 14 knots now. Let's see. Okay, we have to decode this again. Sure thing. That's fine. Use some time compression and close in on our prey. I guess, journal. Interesting. That radio message seemed to, I guess it disappeared. Okay, well, no big deal. Looks like this is a tiny group now consisting of one ship. There's only one left. And there she is. She is now in visual range. Oh, and she is heavily armed. Oh, this is the Rochester Castle. Look at this ship. Oh, man. She has lots of guns. What luck. Oh, boy. Well, we still have another torpedo. Another bow torpedo. We also have one in the stern tube. I think we're actually going to torpedo this one. It's a T2 torpedo, but that should be fine. Let's go ahead and plot a course to get in front of her. I am not going to slug it out with her on the surface. She definitely has us outgunned. That is for sure. Okay, so we're going to maneuver around her, and you know what? I'll actually 315 her to try to get an accurate speed. I wonder if they actually are going 8 knots. It's definitely around that ballpark since we got to. It may be closer to 7, but I do believe we are in a very good position for an underwater attack. The boat is ever so slowly submerging. We're going to drop our speed down as well. Let's make sure tube number 4, all these guys in the bow torpedo room. All right, tube number 4 is preheated. Boat is submerged, and here's our target. I did 315 the target. It looks like she is going 7.6 knots. So yeah, I was pretty close with my guesstimate there. Kind of happy with how that worked out. Anyway, let's try to get a little bit closer so we can actually see the target. How far away is she? 860 meters. Close. Now we do have to remember our torpedoes do have an arming range of just only 300 meters. Propellers detected. Where are those? Okay, we have a group up to the northwest and then also one to the east here. We'll have to worry about them later. Oh, we can actually... A large group of ships? 5 to 10? Man, I wish we saw that. Oh well, we'll have to settle for this last one. We're almost out of torpedoes. Anywhere in the radius of 4 kilometers. That one's very close. Unfortunately, we do not have the means to conduct an attack on a convoy of that size. And who knows, that could be a whole mess of warships coming our way. Another group of 5 to 10. Wow. I'm kind of surprised. Anyway, I'm surprised we're just now hearing them and didn't hear them, you know, back here. Or anyway, that is interesting for sure. Okay, let's see. Can we see our friend? Man, you just can't see anything in these weather conditions. Okay, well, thankfully we can see it on the tactical map, and I do believe I know what kind of vessel that is. It's fairly unique. Yeah, a C3 freighter. Recognize that target. Range, we're going to put at 500 meters. Shall be around there. Speed, 7.6 knots. And make sure that's plugged in. And it rounds it up to 8. Okay. And angle on bow should be pretty close to 90. Yeah, just shy of 90. Only 85 degrees to starboard. There we go. Set. Now it's a G7E torpedo, so it does not have the variable speed setting. And we may be too close. We'll start reversing. We'll see this. Oh boy. Yeah, I got a little bit closer than I would have liked. Yeah, 160 meters away. No way. Hey, thankfully we can barely see her at 100 some meters. Interesting. Wow. Okay, well, we're going to reduce this greatly into just set at 300 meters. Angle on bow is going to be past 90 at this point. Probably 100 degrees to starboard when by the time we fire. Okay, putting some distance between us and the target. All right, fire. Okay, let's see. Torpedo's heading towards the target. We'll see if that's a hit. Looks like she is moving rather quickly as well. It may just clip her in the stern. Boom. Okay, that was a lucky hit for sure. Serious damage. Okay. That was very lucky. And that, I think that one's going down. We've hit every single ship with one torpedo, and it looks like all of them are just getting absolutely decimated. Yeah, that was extremely lucky. As you can see. Glad it paid off. Glad we weren't inside arming range there. Okay, and yeah, she's taking on a whole lot of water. She's probably going to go down. Stern first. Yep, looks like the waves are lapping over her deck now. A 7,000 tonner going down. Yeah, definitely did not want to slug it out on the surface with this one. What are those? Probably 3 to 5 inch guns. And there's multiple of them. Yeah, no thanks. This is maybe a 5-incher here, and these are probably 3s. Well, that is merchant ship number 3 down. That whole convoy was wiped out there. We have quite a few contacts that we have to dodge. I'm not too worried about being detected by them, especially considering the weather situation on the surface. So we're going to surface the boat momentarily and start sailing towards the English Channel to make our dash across it. Well, we are currently entering the English Channel. The fog has not let up, and wow, if we zoom out all the way, we can just barely see our U-boat there. That's pretty crazy. But this is a good thing for us. It'll conceal our boat as we try to make our way across the channel. I'll stay on the surface for as long as I possibly can, just to, try to stir up some trouble. And we are staying relatively close to the French coast. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. If this fog keeps up, I'm not all that worried about it because thankfully a lot of these aircraft will not be flying in these weather conditions. The evening of July 28th and the fog has finally cleared up. As you can see, we are just cruising on the surface and it is quite pleasant out, if I do say so myself. But anyway, here is our current position just south of Portsmouth here, and we are heading towards the Straits of Dover, where it's going to be very, very tight. Dover isn't a port in the game, so I'm not sure how much traffic is going to be in this area, but so far so good. As you can see, we've made it just around halfway at this point and have not detected a single ship. So we'll see how the rest of this goes. We have a tiny group of ships heading towards us. We are going to dive to periscope depth, as I'm not sure how deep it is here. You can see the weather is still rather clear. Let's go ahead and wake one of you up while you get on the hydrophone. Wolfram, you go here and see how deep it is. Missing workers from the dive plane station. That's fine. Once they get down from the conning tower, they'll get on there. That's no big deal. Turn on the pump as well. We got a little bit, 36 meters. Yeah, they're kind of heading this way. It looks like they're really just following the coast. This is probably a group of warships, but yeah, they're just sailing on. Thankfully, they did not detect us. Well, the sun has set over U-564, and we just surfaced the boat. We lost contact on that small group of probably warships quite a while ago, so I figured it was safe to surface. And as you can see, we are clear of the Strait of Dover. We're going to increase speed to standard and get the heck out of here. That went rather well. I was expecting lots of warships in the English Channel, but it looks like there wasn't a whole lot. Thankfully, the fog did conceal us for half the journey, but where I thought it was going to get really nerve-wracking was here, and it was relatively okay. Anyway, we have a long journey to go to get back to Kiel. I'll keep you all updated as we head on home. We have made it back to Kiel in one piece, and we made it back with only 24% of our fuel left. So definitely cutting it a little close there, but honestly, we came back with more than I really expected. And we'll start slowing the boat down to around 1/3 as we get into the port here. Don't want to rush in too quickly. And here we are. Welcome back to Kiel. Unfortunately, this will be the last patrol in U564, like I said at the start because of the new patch, but I'm excited to start U-Boat again with the TDC mod and probably a few other mods. Anyway, let's head towards our berth here. There we go. It's going to be kind of interesting to maneuver into there, but we'll see how we do. I see some anti-aircraft guns there, and there's even some way out there. All right, nice and easy. Slow the boat down. And we can't get any closer. I hope it teleports us once we're here, because I can't actually plot a course into it. We'll see. If I do remember correctly, it does teleport you. Maybe there we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I was getting a little worried there, but there we go. We teleported back to our little berth here. So let's go ahead and get Wolfgang and talk to our leading officer and see how we did. They're deeply impressed. Okay. Becker almost has an Iron Cross second class. Not quite there yet. Same with Wolfram. Almost there. And not, I mean, yeah, you know, getting there. But however, I did receive an Iron Cross second class. All right. An Iron Cross first class. Pretty good. The German Cross in gold. Okay, what's next? Oh, I was wondering if I'd get my Knight's Cross too, but we are just around halfway there. Anyway, Wolfgang is starting with a very distinguished career. We ended up sinking 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 merchant ships, so very good indeed. We were at sea for 21 days, and in total we sunk 55,841 tons of shipping. Cool stuff. Well, that was a very exciting patrol for us. I do suppose that will conclude today's episode. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, as it does really help out the channel. But that's all I have for today. Stay tuned for more U-Boat videos on the horizon. This is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.